gather today and pay our respects to their elders, past and present. We extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples here with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the opening ceremony of the Virtus Oceania Asia Games 2022. Please help me as we welcome our superstars and the nations who are here with us today. Put your hands together for Brazil. Colombia. Ecuador. Fiji. France, with French territories, New Caledonia, Wallis and Futuna. Great Britain. Hong Kong. India. Indonesia. Islamic Republic of Iran. Japan. Republic of Korea. Macau. Malaysia. Maldives. New Zealand. Palau. Papua New Guinea. The Philippines. Singapore. Solomon Islands. Chinese Taipei. Thailand. United States of America. And Australia. Thank you for joining us today in Brisbane. To begin, can we please welcome to the stage Shannon Rusker for the official Welcome to Country.
Yidda yidda, hello and welcome. For those who don't know me, my name is Bundamba Ya. I'm also known as Thomas of the Coggill family and Thomas of the Bonner family, and I'm a descendant of the Yagara language-speaking nation. I'm a descendant of the Yagara language-speaking nation through two tribes or two separate family lineages. On my father's side, we can trace our ancestry back to Grandfather Multuggerah. Grandfather Multuggerah was a recorded patriarch in the early 1800s, and he was recorded to lead the battle out there that took place at Mount Tabletop, where the Toowoomba Range is, and his stomping grounds were the plains from Ipswich out to the foothills of Toowoomba and Warwick. One of his direct descendants is my great-grandfather, the late Senator Neville Bonner, and Grandad was the first Aboriginal Senator of Australia. Grandad also identified as a Jagera man, which is Western Yagara. When my dad speaks about Grandad, he said Grandad was born in the traditional fashion, on the traditional birthing grounds, which is an island located on the River Tweed, shared by Bunjalung, Kumbamerri and Yugambeh people. Grandad also was the lead rower when they went out to hunt turtle and dugong out in the bay, indicating he was still practicing his ancient customs and also developing his leadership skills. On my mother's side, we can trace our ancestry back to Grandfather Mookin, and Grandfather Mookin was another patriarch that was recorded of this area in the early 1900s, and Grandfather Mookin, when he became a man, he was initiated a Yagara man. Grandfather Mookin was also selected to be the last message stick carrier of the Yagara language-speaking nation. Grandfather Mookin could also speak at least 15 different Aboriginal languages throughout the southeast corridor. On my Yagara country, welcome to country in its essence was when it was practiced before settlement was, we used to have a number of festivals throughout this region, and two that spring to mind are the Mullet Festival on North Stradbroke Island and the more well-known Bunyanut Festival that's held in Cubby Country. These festivals were invitations only. They would send forth their message stick carriers to invite those who were invited to it, and those who were invited had to travel through Yagara country to attend these festivals. They would send forth their message stick carrier asking for permission, and we would grant them permission and then conduct our Welcome to Country ceremony. What is the country that I'm welcoming you to? The country is Yagara country or Yagara Dar. Yagara country extends from the mouth of the Brisbane River. We know it as Maiwa, and it has two central locations, the gathering points. On the north banks of that river, we know it as Meanjin, where Botanical Gardens and Queensland Parliament House sit. Our second gathering point is Kurilpa. Kurilpa means the place of the water rat, and essentially is South Bank itself, going from the Kangaroo Point Cliffs down to Davies Park at West End, and we still gather there at least once a year to celebrate our annual NAIDOC festivities. You follow the Brisbane River as it branches into the Bremer River, leading into Ipswich, and then the plains out to the foothills of Toowoomba and Warwick. That's our western border. Our southern border is the Logan River itself, which begins at Bow Desert, travels through parts of Logan. Logan's traditional Aboriginal name is Birrumba, and it's Yagara for dwelling place of the south. You follow Logan River out to the bay, Moreton Bay. In our language, we call it Quandamooka. Quandamooka means the dolphin storm, and there's a Dreamtime story that's attached to that area that developed that landscape. That's our eastern border. Our northern border is the Caboolture River, Kabul meaning carpet snake, and Cha meaning belonging to. We have the Turrbal Undambi connection. These are northern clans are recorded to speak the Yagara language. That is the extent of Yagara country or Yagara Dar. Yagara would like to acknowledge our neighbouring language-speaking nations. To the north of the Caboolture River is the Cubby people, or Gubby people. To the west, towards the dividing range of Toowoomba, is the Waka Waka people. South of the Logan River is the Yugambeh people, and east to the bay is the Jandai people or Jandawal people. Yagara would like to acknowledge our Torres Strait Islander community here living on Yagara Dar, and also our South Sea Islander community living here on Yagara Dar. All that being said, I'd like to welcome you on behalf of my family lineages, which are the Bonners and the Mortons. In the old Yagara tongue is Yira Yira, Nambaligana Bajara, Nania Yagara Nuro, which means hello and welcome, I welcome you, and also the good spirit, the good Nuro. We're going to go into a smoking ceremony. I'm going to smoke the stage. The smoking ceremony, which we call Chumodalo, is an ancient custom. It's been practiced for thousands of years, and in its essence, it's a spiritual ceremony. It's designed to get rid of a particular spirit, which is a bad spirit that we have a name for. I'm going to go through and smoke the area to welcome you here to Yagara country with my traditional lighter. Yo, Nania Yagara no. Chomodalo. Yo, hey. Chumuralo, chumuralo, malada yanmana. Chumuralo, chumuralo, malada yanmana. Chumuralo, chumuralo, malada yanmana. Chumuralo, chumuralo, malada yanmana. Hey, hey, hey. Wanje dalo no ro. Wanje dalo no ro. Hey, 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 yeah. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Chumuralo, chumuralo, malada yanmana. Chumuralo, chumuralo, malada yanmana. Chumuralo, chumuralo, malada yanmana. Chumuralo, chumuralo, malada yanmana. Hey, hey, ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Chumuralo, chumuralo, malada yanmana. Chumuralo, chumuralo, malada yanmana. Chumuralo, chumuralo, malada yanmana. Chumuralo, chumuralo, malada yanmana. Hey, 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 hey. Chumuralo, chumuralo, malada yanmana. Chumuralo, chumuralo, malada yanmana. Chumuralo, chumuralo, malada yanmana. Chumuralo, chumuralo, malada yanmana. On behalf of the Yagara language-speaking nation, through my two separate family lineages, the Bonners and the Mortons, I'd like to thank you for inviting me out here to do the traditional welcome and also the traditional smoking ceremony, which we call Chumuralo. I hope you've learned something about the Yagara people. These are the teachings that are handed down by Grandfather Mukun, who was the last message stick carrier of the Yagara language-speaking nation. Yera yera, welcome to Yagara country. Yera.
Thank you, Shannon, for being here with us tonight. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I could ask if you could please stand, if you're able, for the National Anthem of Australia, performed by Emma Tomlinson and the DLDC Choir.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts, our beauty rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
What a fantastic night we're already having here, and thank you to everyone who has come along Today is all about celebrating those who've come from near and far, 25 nations for the OA Games 2022. To vie for the gold, for the glory. We have our finest athletes here. Big round of applause for everyone and your achievements. Absolutely something that should be acknowledged. Now, of course, it's all about showcasing that inclusion through sport is absolutely possible. And let's take a look to the screen now just to show how we can make this happen.
Imagine a world where everyone is included through sports. No matter who you are or where you're from. No matter what language you speak. What your story is, or whether you have a disability or not. Sports brings us together. Imagine a world where everyone has the chance to compete, achieve and succeed. To break boundaries and records on the world stage. At the OA Games 2022, we speak one language. Sport. We're ready to show the world what we can do. To show the world what inclusive sports can be.
Let's hear it again for an incredible performance there by Dynamite Studios. What an amazing night this is right here at the ceremony for the OA Games. We are now going to hear from some very special people. If I could please welcome to the stage the member for Mount Omni, representing the Queensland Premier, Jessica Pugh.
Oh my goodness, good evening. My name is Jess Pugh and I'm here representing the Premier of Queensland. I just leant over and said to Councillor Angela Owen, who's the lucky person who gets to go after that performance? My heart is still pounding. They were amazing. Let's give them another round of applause. Oh my goodness. So I want to begin, of course, by paying my respects to the traditional owners, and can I thank the fantastic team who did our wonderful welcome to country, our acknowledgement of country. It's really, really special to be able to be here on the lands of the oldest continuing living culture here in Australia. We have 60,000 odd years of heritage, and you heard just a little bit about some of the Indigenous nations that make up that proud history, and we're really proud to be able to share just a little bit of that with you tonight. So already tonight I've made some new friends and I've seen some old friends volunteering, but it's just so fantastic to be able to celebrate with you this evening before the launch of your big games. I'm so excited to hear about certainly some of the triumphs that you'll be having, but for me, sport is always about being part of something bigger than yourself. I'm certainly no elite athlete. It may surprise you to hear, although the Federal Sports Minister in our Parliament, Annika, who can't be here tonight and she sends her apologies, we actually played on a football team together in university. We were the two highest try scorers for the team. That's no great reflection on the Sports Minister and I. I think it might be a reflection on the rest of the people that we played with in our mixed touch team. But nonetheless, we absolutely love what sports contributes to Australia, and the Queensland Government is really proud to be able to provide a bit of a contribution financially towards being the host of this absolutely fantastic event. I know that some of you will have been here a few years ago, back in 2019, pre-COVID, and we are so excited to have you back here in Brisbane and to be able to share with you just a little bit of what Brisbane has to offer. And of course, we hope that each and every one of you will want to come back and bring even more of your family and friends and celebrate. When I knew that I was coming to meet a group of elite sports people, I thought, geez, the thing about elite sports, you make a few sacrifices, and so do your parents, to get you to training, to be a part of a team, to be something bigger than yourselves. But the feeling in the room tonight is just so fun, and it's great to see that even though you're all elite sports people who've overcome significant challenges to be part of the team tonight, that you're still able to retain what I think makes sports great, and that is a sense of fun, of inclusion and celebration to be here tonight and to be going into the game. So I wish each and every one of you the best of luck for the week ahead, and I'm really looking forward to a fantastic celebration tonight with some fantastic new friends. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Jessica. Please welcome next to the stage Councillor Angela Owen, Callanvale Ward, representing the Lord Mayor of Brisbane.
Good evening, everyone. And can I commence by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, to all of our distinguished guests we have here tonight, importantly, To our Games participants, our elite athletes, welcome to Brisbane. It is my honour and privilege to represent Lord Mayor Adrian Schrinner here today to formally welcome you to this official opening ceremony, but importantly, to welcome you here to our City of Brisbane and our People's Place, Brisbane City Hall. This is a wonderful opportunity for the City of Brisbane to host you as elite athletes. And as a city, we have been working extremely hard to make sure our city is accessible and inclusive. And I know that as we go into the lead up for 2032, we have more things to do, but we are up for the challenge. Just like each one of you has taken on a challenge in your sport to be the best that you can be. As we saw on the video, we all speak one language, sport. It is a capacity for inclusion and achievement, and these games are recognition of the hard work, dedication and effort each and every one of you has put into your chosen sport. Now, I'm a bit partial to swimming because I'm a former swimmer myself, and and it was my great privilege this morning to welcome one of the Colombian swimmers, Nicholas Vivas, to Parkinson Aquatic Centre. Now, the Parkinson Aquatic Centre has only been built for 5 years, but it's a very important part of my electorate, and it is a great asset for our City of Brisbane. But importantly, this morning, Nicholas was able to come and train in that pool in his favourite stroke, butterfly, which is the same stroke as mine. And it was wonderful to make sure that he felt welcome to our city. But there are many more sporting facilities that we have here in Brisbane. And we want you to know that each and every one of you are welcome in our city. You are included in our city. And we commend you on what you have achieved. So good luck in all your chosen sports. I'm looking forward to seeing many of you participate and compete, and importantly, I think it's going to be wonderful when you get that opportunity to stand on those medal daises and actually receive reward for your efforts. But your effort is recognised today. We recognise each and every one of you in your chosen sport. We recognise each and every one of you for your ability, for your determination and for your success. Welcome to Brisbane. Have a great Games, everybody.
Thank you very much to Councillor Angela Owen from the Callum Vale ward. Next to the stage, very exciting and a very important person we're going to hear from. Dwayne Cale, ONZM, Vice President to the International Paralympic Committee. Please put your hands together.
you. Athletes, officials, volunteers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege on behalf of the International Paralympic Committee to welcome you here to the Virtus Oceania Asia Games, the first to be hosted in this part of the world. And it's an absolute privilege to see the nations here, and in the true spirit of inclusion, it has not been limited to Oceania and Asia. And as you've seen from the flags behind me, we have representatives here from many parts of the world, and that's what inclusion is about. On behalf of the IPC, we're also delighted to see the pathways that your countries and your governments are providing about opportunities for people with an intellectual impairment to participate in sport, and not just participate, to make a career out of sport, and to change your lives and to change the lives of others that will follow in your footsteps. It's amazing to be here in this magnificent venue, in this fantastic city of Brisbane, and we're delighted for the host and the city for having us here to put on these games. Athletes, over the next few days, you're going to experience wonderful competition, but more importantly than that, you're going to experience the camaraderie of sport, something that arguably only sport can provide. So, work hard, compete hard, but most importantly, the camaraderie and the friendship and the experiences that you'll get will serve you well for whatever you go on to do. And just to remember, just around the corner, we've got the Paris 2024 Games, Los Angeles 2028. And I'm sure some of you will be here in Brisbane in 2032. So yes, I can hear someone's already going to be here in 32. So I wish you well over the next few days. Enjoy. We're in for a fantastic experience. And again, I'd just like to thank the organising committee for a remarkable job on pulling this event together. There's a lot of effort and work that goes into making an event like this happen. And I couldn't think of a better place for it to happen than here in Brisbane, Australia. So thanks very much and go well.
Yeah, let's hear it for Laurie. Also, Dwayne, thank you very much for being here with us tonight. Are we having a great night? We're enjoying ourselves? It's exciting, isn't it? It's the opening ceremony. It's when it all begins. And it's so great to see everyone here enjoying themselves. Laurie's been dancing away. If anyone wants any dance moves, Laurie can help you out there. Good or bad. I'm not sure what people's dancing's like. Right now, it is time to turn our attention to sport and the heroes of these games. Now, the heroes of these games are the athletes and, of course, the officials as well. Please welcome two of our OA Games 2022 athlete ambassadors, Alberto Campbell and Caitlin Patworth, along with the technical officials, Patricia DeBrera and Patrick Kerlin. They'll be reading us the athlete and technical official oath. Please make them very welcome.
Hello everyone. It is great to see all the athletes ready to compete in the Virtus Oceania Games. It is a special moment, especially for any athletes who are here for their first international championships. I remember my first games when I was 16. I was excited, nervous, and extremely proud to represent my country. I hope you all make new friends and wonderful memories, and good luck.
Welcome everyone. For those who do not know me, I am Alberto. I was in the video. Go Australia. Woo! Wow, what an amazing turnout. I welcome other countries. Welcome to Brisbane, Australia, and I wish you all the best. And I better stick to my script now, so let's get into it. Okay, here we go. In the name of all competitors, I promise that I shall take part in the Oceania Asia Games 2022, respecting the rules that govern them, respecting our fellow competitors and officials in the true spirit of sportsmanship for the glory of sport and the honour of our country. Welcome to Australia again, guys.
So on behalf of all the judges and officials at the Oceania Asia Games 2022, we make this oath.
We declare we will apply the rules in a manner that is fair and equitable to all competitors, showing complete impartiality and respecting the abilities and rights of all concerned. We will endeavour to encourage the true spirit of sportsmanship through our professional approach to our duties and the fairness of our decisions and actions.
Thank you very much to our athletes, officials, and of course, Laurie on stage there. Could I please welcome to the stage Helen Croxford, President of the Sport Inclusion Australia Board and Chair of the OA Games 2022 Organising Committee.
Well, thank you, everybody, and welcome to Brisbane and welcome to Australia. It's great to see everybody here today. I would like to welcome our special guests representing the Queensland Premier, Jess Pugh. Thank you very much for being here. Representing the Lord Mayor is Councillor Angela Owen. Thank you very much for your time this evening. We have received apologies from Minister Annika Wells from the Australian Government, but I'm sure she wishes you all the very best. She just cannot be here tonight, unfortunately. I'd also like to welcome the Vice President of the International Paralympic Committee, Dwayne Kale, thank you for your attendance. Virtus Secretary-General Barry Holman and the Virtus Asia President Patrick Chan. Thank you very much for your attendance this evening. Round of applause. I'd also like to thank our partners and sponsors including Battery World and MicroGuard. At SIA, everyone's important here, so we're all equal. I think I said that to Katie yesterday. We were doing a radio segment and we talked about equality. So in this room tonight, we are all equal, and that's really the ethos of Sport Inclusion Australia. So we've got some special guests with us, but we're also very keen and very privileged to have our athletes with us today, and thank you for travelling the many, many miles to be here in Australia. So the parents and I've got parents and family supporters. I've met many of you today and yesterday, and I think we're down at the river. Alberto was doing some jogging along the track, and Katie was throwing a few hoops, and I was chatting to the Channel 7 people, and we had a great time. So thank you to the parents, the families, I can see you all, the carers, the supporters. So without you, the athletes haven't got those opportunities. So thank you to the parents and the carers and supporters. I'd also like to say thank you to the amazing volunteers. I saw one lady today who was with me at 2019, handing out some medals, helping me. So it was great to see you. I think you're in the audience somewhere. But yeah, great to see you all, and you look great in your orange colours, and I look forward to seeing you all at the games and the venues over the next week. Thank you for your participation. I'd also like to acknowledge my fellow directors who are sitting in the front row over here. Directors on the SIA board. There's 6 of us. I called us the Sexy Six last night, which not sure that we are, but, you know, we've got to have a bit of fun. But thank you very much, guys. We've got the white shirts on with the logo, so if you see us wandering around, have a chat to us, talk to us about the board, talk to us about the organisation. We're very dedicated and very committed to the cause and to ensuring that athletes are treated equally and fairly and respectfully. Thank you to the board. And last but not least, the staff. So to Robin Smith, my friend, the CEO of Sport Inclusion Australia, amazing. Robin, I nominated Robin for an OAM earlier, well, about 4 years ago, and she finally got the medal earlier this year, I think it was, wasn't it, Robin? So congratulations on that and everything that you do. I also wanted to, well done, Robin. So my job's made so much easier by Robin and the staff. I know you're all out there somewhere running around doing things, and for those that are back in the office, I really thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. You're wonderful, you're resilient, you're experienced. We had you for the 2019 Global Games, and we're lucky enough to have you back for the 2022 Games. So thank you for being part of this Games and giving us your very best. Thank you to the staff. I'd just like to finish by saying good luck to all the athletes. I'm excited to see you all compete later on this week. I'll be giving out some medals, so I might get to meet some of you over the next week. Please be respectful towards each other. Enjoy yourselves, have fun, stay safe. I just want to leave you with this 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 7 words, but they're really powerful. Sport has the power to change lives. I'm going to say that again. Sport has the power to change lives. I believe that. I know you believe that. I see it happening. Let's make it happen this week. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Helen for joining us tonight. Up next, we're going to hear from Mr. Barry Holman, the Virtus Secretary General. Please welcome him to the stage.
Hi, team. Wow, what a view. I might not come down from here. You all look great. G'day, Australia. Hello, Oceania. Greetings, Asia. Welcome to wherever it is for folks, wherever you call home. 25 flags here today. Absolutely spectacular. 400 plus athletes, hundreds of coaches, support staff, families, all here to support these games and enjoy this wonderful competition and celebration of your achievements, athletes. You know, I remember 3 years ago we were right here. It was October of 2019, and we'd experienced really the best of how Australia can put on a major sporting event at the 2019 Global Games. And I had an incredible feeling of hope coming out of that event. It really set the bar for what Virtus can provide. We had some new classes, we had new sports, we had over 1,000 athletes from 47 countries, and we were just so excited. And then just a few months later, COVID happened, and it changed everyone's realities. And it affected everyone individually, and it affected us at Virtus as an organization. It affected our member organizations. And one thing I think of as I stand here and see the 25 countries and the hundreds of people is the resilience that the athletes showed after they missed training and competitions and their teammates and their friends for not 1 year, but for 2 years into 3 years. And so to be able to just be here is such an achievement. And I want to thank the organizers on behalf of some of the Virtus countries, like my own, from the United States. We had hoped to have 4 regional competitions in 2022, but it's very, very difficult to put on 4 regional competitions. So we had one in Europe, in Poland, earlier this year, very successful, and this will be the second. And the organizers here of Oceania Asia opened the door and said, if you weren't able to compete at a regional game, you're invited to come and compete and be part of our regional games. So on behalf of those countries that are here who didn't get to compete, I want to thank Robin, and I want to thank Patrick, and I want to thank everybody involved in putting on this event for allowing other nations to come and enjoy in this wonderful experience. So yeah, let's give them a round of applause. As a board member of Virtus, and as someone who really appreciates the diversity of the nations around the globe that are part of the Virtus family, I also want to recognize that we have 4 new Virtus family members competing here for the first time. The Maldives, Fiji, Solomon Islands, and Palau. Yeah, let's welcome them to the Virtus family. I'm so looking forward to these games. I can't wait for the competition to begin. You all look so fit and ready for action, so I can't wait to see you perform on the field. We wish you the very best from the board at Virtus. We hope that regardless of the outcome, that you have positive experiences in your competition with your friends and competitors from other countries. Take a minute to thank the volunteers who are going to help make this a great experience for you, the officials, the transportation people, the folks who keep you fed and hydrated, and have a great time, and we look forward to seeing you really soon.
Thank you, Barry, for your time this evening. Up next, we're going to hear from Robin Smith, OAM CEO of the OA Games 2022 Organising Committee and Virtus Oceania President, along with Patrick Chan, Virtus Asia President. Please make some noise.
He's just asked me, will I say I do, but I think he means something else. Welcome, everybody. Athletes, teams, and everyone that's here that's made this event happen. We're really honoured to have you all here in Brisbane, Australia. It wouldn't be possible if not for the 3 tiers of government that have supported us in such a substantial way: the federal government, the Queensland government, and the Brisbane City Council, who, after our success in the Global Games and a horrible pandemic, decided to support us again, to allow us to do this. I want to thank my good friend here, because we wanted to have a regional games, but I think you would agree that a regional games potentially in Oceania at the moment was going to be a little difficult to get enough athletes to make it worthwhile. So I spoke to my good friend Patrick Chan from Hong Kong, who was the president of Asia, and I said to him, what if we join and have a joint regional games? And he immediately said yes. And this would not be possible, Patrick, for not your support of us to be able to do this. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. One of the things, since I've been involved in this movement, which is probably longer than most of you have been born, but we don't have enough competition in our region. There's not enough opportunities. I know when I first started, the Australian team would have to travel to Europe on an ongoing basis. So to be able to have events in our region, both in Asia and the Oceania region, is just so important to your development. It's important to allow you to be the best that you can be in the sport that you choose. But it's not even all about these games. What we all work towards is making sure that you can do the sport that you love in your local area when you want to do it and you feel welcomed and included. That's the base of what we try to do. So this time, there was a lot of work in the Oceania region. And I have to say that to have my friends from Fiji, my friends from Palau, and my friends from Solomon Islands here for the first time ever, athletes with an intellectual impairment able to reach the stars, is absolutely fantastic from my perspective and my team's perspective at Sport Inclusion Australia. So a big welcome to the 3 Oceania countries that have joined New Zealand and Australia. We also did some work, and it's delightful to have the Minister for Sport from the Maldives here and the President of the National Paralympic Committee from Maldives here, and we really look forward to Maldives. They're now a Virtus member, which is wonderful, and we look forward to their athletes competing potentially in the Global Games in France next year. So welcome, Maldives. And I also, and I'm not sure, and I've asked a few of my colleagues by WhatsApp, but I think Philippines, it's the first time that Philippines have actually competed in a Virtus event. So if it is, welcome. If it's not, I apologise, but still welcome anyway. So well done, Philippines. We're also really delighted to be able to work with the International Paralympic Committee and offer classification for many of you. So in the 3 pathways that go through to the Paralympics, it's been wonderful to have the classifiers from all around the world be here in Australia to offer that opportunity for you where you strive for Paris and, as Dwayne said, LA, potentially Brisbane in 2032. But we have to do more in having classification in our own region, even though I love bringing classifiers from Poland, Canada, Iran, Tunisia and Malaysia. We need to have more experts in our region. So let's work to that, Oceania and Asia, and build that in our region. So just, don't need to clap that one as just a statement. As Barry said, the one thing that's really been difficult is COVID. It's really affected us all. In many ways, one of the good things about COVID is it brings people together to work out how you overcome adversity, which is sort of the motto, really, of who we all are. And so COVID's allowed us to stage a games. We realised our friends in some of the Americas countries couldn't come. We realised that some of our athletes in Australia wouldn't have a competition unless we had our French friends and our Great Britain friends come to join us. So for everyone that's come from around the world to make these games viable, a huge thank you. We hope you enjoy being here as much as we enjoy having you. I want to thank my staff who have worked incredibly hard. Some of them were here in Global Games and they were knocking on the door to say, I'll come back. We talk about it all the time. I can't pay them probably what they're worth. We're not an Olympic Games or Paralympic Games or Commonwealth Games, but my goodness, they're professional. You've seen by what you've seen thus far, the work that they've done in preparing it for you. So I really want you to put your hands together for the staff of the OA Games Organising Committee. And not finally, of course, but to the volunteers. I see many of you have come back. Thank you very much. Games couldn't be possible without volunteers and smiling faces and being involved. It's one of the most powerful things in my life, being involved in this movement, and I thank all of those volunteers that have put their hand up to be involved, and I know once you get involved, it's really hard to leave this family. So thank you one and all.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. When I received a call from Robin about having a joint Oceania and Asia Games, I told her one condition. The condition was from that day and until the end of the Games, she would be called Robin Chan and Patrick Smith. So in the next 5 days, it's your last chance to call him Robin Chan, Patrick Smith. Well, anyway, it's good to be back to the beautiful city of Brisbane again. Like many of you, I was here to enjoy the best ever Virtus Global Games 3 years ago. Well, in the next 5 days, Brisbane will again provide a platform for the powerful tool of sports to break boundaries and to bring together people of different languages, different cultures, and different religions. Starting from tomorrow, hundreds of athletes from 25 countries will compete in 11 sports. To all the athletes, I urge you not to focus only on winning an event. I want you to challenge yourselves to show the world the best of your abilities. Count not only the number of medals you win, but count also the friends you make during the Games, because this is what sport is all about. I also hope that at the end of the Games, you can be a much better person than you were. The organization of the Games has not been as easy because of various reasons. However, the organizing committee have worked tirelessly day after day to overcome unprecedented challenges to provide us with this opportunity. My heartfelt gratitude goes to Helen Cosford, the President of Sport Inclusion Australia, to Robin Chan, the CEO of Sport Inclusion Australia, and their very capable team for making the Games possible. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Helen. Thank you, Brisbane. Let's enjoy the Games, and let's enjoy Brisbane.
Okay, you ready?
Okay?
This way.
Say. 1, 2, 3.
We officially open the Virtus Oceania Asia Games 2022.
Yeah.
It's time to light the fire that I hid away deep inside. I'll do as I desire, bringing myself back to life. If you knew the pain, I was crying out for help each day, trying to break the chain, nervous that I wouldn't find my way. Sick of the tear-stained smiles on the faces of beautiful people. So please just know there's still hope. It's time to light the fire that I hid away deep inside. I'll do as I desire, bringing myself back to life. It took a bit of time and it took a bit of love, but I'm ready to fight. 'Cause I lit up the fire that I hid away deep inside. Took me a family, saved me from darkness and let me breathe. I just can't believe I've made it this far and found my peace. Sick of the tear-stained smiles on the faces of beautiful people. So please just know there's still hope. It's time to light the fire that I hid away deep inside. I'll do as I desire, bringing myself back to life. Oh, it took a bit of time and it took a bit of love, but I'm ready to fight. 'Cause I lit up the fire that I hid away deep inside. I'm banging on my front door, screaming out I want more, telling you to get up, get up, get up. 'Cause this is not a drill, we're about to make it real. So come with me and get up, get up, get up. I'm banging on my front door, screaming out I want more, telling you to get up, get up, get up. 'Cause this is not a drill, we're about to make it real. So come with me and get up, get up. It's time to light the fire that I hid away deep inside. I'll do as I desire, bringing myself back to life. Oh, it took a bit of time and it took a bit of love, but I'm ready to fight. 'Cause I lit up the fire that I hid away deep inside. 'Cause I lit up the fire that I hid away deep inside. I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, here I come. And I love to the beat of the drum. I'm not scared to be me. I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets hits my skin. Will fire away. I love that. We are glorious, and that's what we become. Don't let them break me down. I know that there's a place for us. We are glorious. When the This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. Oh, look out, here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat of the drum. Oh, high and straight to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. Oh. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. Oh, here I come.
How incredible was that? I don't know about you, but I'm tingling from head to toe at the moment. That was absolutely amazing. Let's give him one more big round of applause. Thank you very much for that incredible performance. The Tertiary Place Incorporated, along with Cindy Lee Bosky and singer-songwriter Tiana Rose from Borderline, Australia. What a fantastic way to wrap up our opening ceremony here for the OA Games. What a wonderful night. Thank you very much for having me part of it tonight. I feel very honoured to be here with so many great people in the room. So it's a very special evening for everybody. If I could also make a mention too as well to the Brisbane-based Performing Arts Studio, DLDC. That wraps up our formalities for tonight, but the party does not finish here, everyone. Thank you very much. We are now going to ask our athletes and our also distinguished guests to make their way to the back of the room where they can collect their meals for the evening. Any family or friends who are here with us tonight, if you could please go out to the main foyer, because we are going to end the night with a massive bang. There is a fireworks display that's going to go on at the end. All right, it's a big night for everyone, so the party continues. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a wonderful evening.